Hi. What's up? I'm really bad at live streaming when it comes to YouTube because it's so complicated. I don't get it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, hello everybody. This has been a time, I don't know, Pokemon. Whoops. Pokemon. Yeah, so Pokemon, right? Pokemon has been like really prominent today. I don't know why, I guess, because, you know, like, they have that direct thing coming out, and then there's that Detective Pikachu trailer and everything, and I felt like watching Pokemon. Coincidentally, like, my interest lined up with this Pokemon event, so I thought I'd capitalize on it. Yes, Gen 3 will happen at some point, someday, maybe when I'm 45, maybe when I'm 65. Tell me if the sound is okay. Oh hey, PerplexCam, how's it going? I'm gonna draw Sabrina because I was watching the episodes on Netflix and I really wanted to draw like Sabrina because I don't think anyone did the anime version. I'm gonna try to do that in a watercolor style. It's probably gonna suck, but that's why we're here, to just hang out. Too loud. Someone tell me if the music's too loud too, because I'm very, I'm nervous about that, you know? Live streaming is hard. People make it look easy, but it's not. Okay.
We're gonna have a good time.
23rd anniversary. Yeah, I guess. Is it today? Is it 27th of February? Is that what's going on? I don't know, man. Like, you know. Sorry, I should start drawing. I bet everyone's bored. Okay, so this drawing Hi. Yeah, okay. Give me a second. Let's see. It's hard, like my microphone is, I need you to get an arm for this microphone. My microphone's on a tripod. It's standing on its own, and it's blocking, you know, my strokes, my arm. So it's a little difficult maneuvering the screen. Okay, so Sabrina's really cute, and I haven't, you know, like, when I was a kid, it's one of the most nostalgic episodes because it's the one that I was most interested in because of all the psychic Pokemon and the ghost Pokemon and the lie that they taught us that ghost Pokemon were good against psychic types. So that's something. Let's see. So the Pokemon Direct is in 39 minutes. I'm thinking of a way to stream it. I think it's fine. Maybe if I put it on mute. I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. Whatever you guys think is a good idea. Dude, awesome, man. Mike, arm arriving tomorrow. You are smart, intelligent, intellectual, thinking ahead. I'm not. I'm a lazy idiot and I still have this tripod that's really distracting. So yeah, Daniel, long-time follower, long-time person I've known on this channel, considering Pokemon, so that's really cool. Yeah, my reaction thing is, I was a little more passionate about Pokemon back in the day. Now I'm a little bit trying to get, you know, I'm trying to keep an emotional wall on it because it's gone so far off the deep end to what I don't want, that it's hard to gauge any kind of excitement I have, but we'll see, you know. So far, Game Freak has been extremely mediocre, and I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. That's what I felt, and I know I'm gonna take out a lot of people who think otherwise and get them angry. I mean, I don't know, like, do people usually get angry about that? Because I felt that back in 2010 at least, Pokemon fans were a little bit too defensive of it, and every time there was a critique, that it's either shoved away and not discussed, or just, corner. I am so bitter. We'll see. Yeah, I hope that this stream will get uploaded. That would be nice, actually. Anyway, the thing about drawing is that you always need reference. And in this case, the reference here is extremely specific because Sabrina, as we all know, has that weird haircut, and I've never been good at drawing those kinds of eyes. So we'll see if I can conquer my inability. But that's a different drawing. It has nothing to do with Pokemon. Ha! 4chan, where they complain about literally everything. Okay. Just moving this for a side reference thing. Alright. Okay, so hi everybody. I love you. I can't believe you guys still stick around whenever I do a live stream or a video that takes, that's within the gaps of months. So I'm very appreciative of people showing up. Can someone hear me when I talk like this from far away? Because it's always so difficult to get close up to the microphone, up and personal. Because, it's easier for me to draw like this. Yeah, man, Perplex Cam. We're buddies. We're friends, man. I'm so glad you're still around and not sick of me. Okay, let's see. I'm actually drawing. Look at this. 8 years, 2 months, 3 days. No, I'm not keeping track that specifically. That was but a joke. So yeah, Detective Pikachu, you want to talk about that? Please, everybody, whoever's on here, explain yourselves. Explain your opinions towards it, because mine are very limited. Alright, so let's see how we can do something with Sabrina. I wanted to do you know what, maybe we shouldn't do the sinister version. Let's make her happy and loving life. We got pals, compadres. So we could either do this one, or we could just yeah, exactly. Kamen a can. I agree. To be honest, fundamentally, when it comes down to the story, the characters, the execution of the story, the pacing, the tone, I think all of that is fun. It looks delightful. It looks entertaining. But the art direction, the production design. Well, maybe not the production design. Technically, on a technical level, this production design, the environments, stuff like that, that's kind of cool. But the flaw here is that, what disgusts me is just the Pokemon designs. I feel very strongly that plus other kinds of animated shows and things like that can only be justified if they're basic, simple, and cartoony. Like, there's certain things that they have to stay as a simplified cartoon. This is like Beckett Pokemon Collector, basically, what we're having right now. If you know what Beckett Pokemon Collector is, I don't know if anyone is old enough to remember back in 1999, they had this magazine that was unofficial about collecting Pokemon cards and memorabilia. And I have a picture here for you. This is what I'm talking about. It's the Beckett Pokemon Collector style. And even as a kid seeing this, I was disgusted because it doesn't make any sense. Why are the horns? But never mind what I'm saying. I'm saying that these two things can't mix unless you're really, really careful about it. And in my opinion, they didn't do that very particularly. That's just my opinion, though. You're gonna love the movie. I think the movie, everything else about the movie is fine. I like it. I wish Danny DeVito was Pikachu, but everything else is completely fine. It's just the look that bugs me, and I don't, and therefore it's just, for me, it's... I can't draw these eyes to save my life. Should we do this? I think... Yeah, the different takes on the designs, it's always a fun thing to look at. For sure. I agree. I mean, it is interesting to see people's different interpretations, but I feel like, to me, that isn't very interesting. I feel like there are better ways to interpret them. But, to each his own, right? This is just my opinion. I feel very... It's like Dragon Ball. Remember when they tried to live-actionize Dragon Ball, and that makes no sense whatsoever, because Dragon Ball is fundamentally, it's a cartoon. You know what I mean? It is made for animation, made for caricature, made for simplified styles. And I feel the same way about Pokémon. Anyway, let's talk about Sabrina. Sabrina, the great Sabrina. Should we do this one, or should we just try to make a happier Sabrina? Drawing as fast as I can. I'm gonna make her say hi. Maybe that's a more fun image. Let's find out. Okay, so basically three-dimensional shapes are a very essential tool for every artist, and learning it will be a huge challenge, but once you do, you will be able to find out that you can draw a lot, and you can draw a lot of things just by understanding the fundamentals of our three-dimensional world. looks like that. What was that? That there's this recent anime. I think it was written by the same guy who did One Punch Man. Wow. That's what I did. Oh look, Pokemon Direct just started a video. Ain't that something? Mob Psycho, yes. You can tell I haven't seen it. Right there. We got that going. So I'm very ashamed to say that I still have not taken the time to fully study clothing and wrinkles, and therefore I am still very much winging it. But I think I've gotten better with hands. It's so funny how people are really excited on Twitter over the Pokemon Direct, but it's only 7 minutes. That's a bit short. I'm sure it's going to be something revolutionary. Remember when the Wii was called the Revolution, I think? Which pose are we doing? I like the new one, but I mean, this has to be a democratic show, so it's more fun that way. Should I add an extra screen or something? I'll try it. I think you can do it. Ooh, okay. That sounds about right. You want to bet on it? Oh yeah, once that live stream shows up, you'll see how delayed this video is, because it's quite delayed. If people are responding to something I've been saying for like half a minute ago. Woo! Ooh, mama!
Oh, mama. I can't believe it.
Okay, forget Mob Psycho, we're doing this one. I like this one. I think it's cute. We haven't seen her in this kind of a pose and angle, you know. Oh, it's no problem. I am just very happy that I have people that I can talk to while I draw. I should do it more often, but I'm always really shy, you know? I'm really, really, really shy. this is a question. How do you make her... Never mind. I'll look for it myself. How do you do it? Okay, I got it. I have to keep an eye on the Pokemon thing because I don't know when it stops. I thought she had gloves. Weird.
Nintendo.
Okay, let's see. 7 minutes of new information. Now you can see me struggle drawing fingers. That's great. Wow. Pokemon pinball. Yeah, Pokemon Snap. I think if they did a new Pokemon Snap, I would be very surprised. Oh yeah, Detective Pikachu related. Didn't they make a game of that? The quest to be on model always is a struggle. Oh man, what if the Nintendo Direct was just a port of Detective Pikachu? And then they're like, Generation 8! And then they show like a picture, and then it'll just say the date, and that's it. Whoever made up Sabrina's costume really thought of some nice details. Very impressive. No, it has to be Gen 8. Come on, it has to be the Switch Pokemon game everybody's been wanting. Which will probably use the engine of the previous Pokemon game, I am fairly certain. What do you think? Do you think it will? I think it will. I think maybe the Eevee game, the Eevee Pikachu game was there for like testing a new engine, maybe? New game style. Oh, hey, thanks. I hope you're mentioning my stream. That's very nice of you. There are 3 Pokeballs. That's right. I didn't think about that. Very good. Very good observation. We still have like 16 minutes, 14 minutes, something like that. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, there's a new Pokemon series anime? I mean, like, look, I just watched the original because I don't care really about the new stuff. I just watch it when I want to. Because I like the art style of the old one. I like the 90s look. I like the cells. I like the watercolor backgrounds. But I heard that Sun and Moon were very, very fun and cool looking. And they do. They look great. I think Sun and Moon, from what I've seen, the screenshots that I've seen, looks fun. Is this a good Sabrina? I can't tell anymore. My life is a mess. Ooh, yeah. If they do the open world thing, that's what I was imagining as a child. Maybe back in 2001, I was imagining them. You could be able to pick any city to live in, and the game would automatically generate the levels of the Pokemon nearby and the gyms nearby, so you can choose any route that you want. And that was a very simple process. It was definitely possible in 2001. I know that maybe within the Game Boy's limitations, it probably wasn't, but Game Boy Advance for sure. But that would be interesting. I mean, the problem is that I can't get excited over something that I've been thinking about for so long because it's been so long. And therefore, you've come to the wrong place. I'm not going to say anything very mean. I think you all deserve to enjoy Pokemon as it stands.
But me, I'm the grumpy old man who just says no. Why, I had ideas. It was just too long ago. I am a grumpy old man. What can you do about it? What are you gonna do? I haven't eaten breakfast today.
There were rumors, were there? Here's the thing. I don't know what you guys think about, or when you talk about the inner workings of certain game companies or development companies, but when you have the same staff doing the same thing, it's very difficult. I mean, like, I would say the same thing about myself. Like, if I would just keep drawing the same thing over and over again, and without even taking a breath and leaving out to the world, doing something else and coming back, you do, get what you call like tunnel vision. It's a natural thing. If you focus on the same thing too long and too often, not being able to see what you're doing is very effective, super effective. So I always felt like when it came time to Pokemon, I feel like many of the staff are very, very much the same people. Junichi Matsuda, the most prominent. and or like Kunihiko Yuyama, who did all the Pokemon movies. I feel like that kind of work ethic for a creativity-based industry can have detriments. So when someone says they're going to try to do something new, something different, it's hard to believe it when it's the same staff or many of the same key players involved. But hey, as you all know, I'm Mr. Pessimist, and I'm very, very thankful that you tolerate my pessimism. You know who's a hard Pokemon to draw? Haunter. Haunter's very difficult to draw. Oh, I'm glad Matsuhita is... Junichi Masuda's leaving. I mean, I have to... That sounds very exciting, in fact. I didn't know about that news. That sounds good. I have no regrets. I love his music. I think he's the best at music. Brilliant, in fact. It's called, this is Pokemon Jazz Medley. Insane in the Rain music, one word. And there you go, it's on YouTube there. I think it's official, and not officially licensed, like, it's from the artist directly, so you can listen to it on YouTube. Check it out, there it is. Maybe I should just do... These types of eyes are the hardest to draw for me. I don't know, I just can never get them right. That's a good ending. Not bad. With 3 minutes to spare. Okay, I want to know. Oh, come on, OBS Studio. Let's see how this works. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. I'm really not liking this drawing, by the way, guys. Help me, I'm scared. Let's see, how can I, like, can you crop? Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think you can see this. There's a little box on the screen. I am a fool. Okay guys, don't worry about it. You don't have to watch it on my feed. My feed is probably crap anyway. I'm trying to put a window caption, it doesn't even show the window. Ugh. And I'm far away from the microphone, which is why I sound like crap. Hello! Oh, there he is!
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon
put
Company.
this here. Oh, it's Ishihara from the Pokemon Company!
Today, I would like to share some very special information with all of you.
Oops, I muted it.
Pokemon trainers all around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in the various regions of the Pokemon world.
Yes, yes, I see.
Along the way, trainers have encountered many different Pokemon, battled against countless other Pokemon trainers, and experienced stories all their own. And this year, a new Pokemon journey will begin for all of you.
A new Pokemon journey.
We've prepared a special video to welcome you to the setting of your next adventure.
Here we go. Here we go.
Please,
it's
take a look.
happening. Sorry, my screen is really small. Switch. The Sims. Oh, is this like England? It's an English countryside. Well, it's very nice that it looks less grid-like, which is great. Hey! I guess they have like, they're probably gonna have school systems there. Neat. That's disgusting. These are mascots for the Olympics, right? I mean, it's great to see that.
Shield. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Visit the Pokemon English countryside.
Today, we are pleased to announce all new entries in the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Oh, nice. It looks like Pokemon finally caught up with
And for
today's
an
current
introduction
generation
to
of
the adventure
graphics.
that awaits you in these games,
Took them
I'd
years.
like to ask this next guest to tell you more.
Oh,
I'm Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, and I have been working as the
Cool.
producer for these titles. Right now, we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
that's
For the
nice.
veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so many adventures with us up until now. For the new trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee game. And for all those out there looking to become Pokemon trainers for the first time. These games will be new entries in the Pokemon series.
Interesting.
Role-playing games that will get any player fired up and excited. Since these are new entries, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region, with never-before-seen Pokemon living there, and new adventures you've yet to experience.
I know. It's quite European.
So let's
Not
turn to the
European
director
anymore
of
because of
these
Brexit.
games, our own Mr. Omori, to hear more.
I'm so glad that there's a new director. That sounds like a very good
for
idea.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The setting of these games is known as the Galar region.
The Galar
Galar is
region.
an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and contemporary cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered mountains. The people and Pokemon live here, and they've worked together to
Do
develop
they?
the industries in the region.
Really? That's very cool.
Here in this region, you'll visit gyms with the newly discovered Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for the enviable and admirable title of champion.
You saying that you can
So
choose?
let's get to know the Pokemon that could be
Oh.
your next partner.
Okay.
The chimp Pokemon, Grookey. This mischievous Pokemon is full of boundless curiosity.
Wow.
The rabbit Pokemon, Scorbunny, which is always running about, bursting with energy. And the water lizard Pokemon, Sobble. It's a bit timid, shooting out attacks as it hides itself in the water.
Right.
You'll choose one of these distinct Pokemon to be your trusty partner and set out across the Galar region on a new adventure.
And here I thought you could choose between different types.
Along the way, there will be many
That's
more
okay.
never-before-seen Pokemon waiting to meet you and be discovered. As we work on the development of these games, our goal has been to create the greatest Pokemon experience yet.
That's
We're
not a
challenging
high bar.
ourselves to try new things.
I think
while
it's
still
possible. It's very
treasuring
possible.
what makes Pokemon special. So we hope you'll all be looking forward to the adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
The Galar region.
So, what did you think?
It's okay.
Pokemon
alright.
Sword and Pokemon Shield will be released simultaneously worldwide in late 2019. And that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019.
Pokemon Snap.
We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope will delight you. Thank you all for tuning in today.
Well, thank you. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Good day. Huh. Well, that was something. I wonder if there's any more jazz music. Yeah. This looks good. Well, for all the 0 viewers watching me watch something, yeah, I mean, like, the only thing that excites me the most is that Junichi Masuda is not directing, because, oh boy, this feels like at least there was someone going, let's try somewhat of a different angle, and that made me feel very, very good, you know? Even if the design is, you know, it's like you tell someone, don't go there, they go there, and you're upset at them for going there, and you don't like them to go there. But then they keep going there, and every year they see they're going the wrong direction. And at one point you give up, and you're just like, yeah, that's how it is. It's wrong. The designs are wrong. No, I'm kidding, guys. Don't worry. You can love it. You can love it. It's fine, I guess. But yeah. You're right, like, it felt like at least they upgraded to modern day graphics, because Pokemon has had a problem with being behind, and I feel like they're doing that out of tradition rather than out of innovation, because back in, '96, Pokemon was fairly behind graphics-wise and programming-wise when it came out, but that was just due to the limitation of the staff that they had. And I feel like, why did they keep doing that? And I feel like, why would you continue to add on more and more Pokemon when it's more and more difficult to program them all and, upgrade them to the next versions? I always felt that was strange. But hey! That's what I said. I said, like, yeah, the starters look like Olympic mascots. Like, I thought this is Tokyo 2020. I'm not doing good with this drawing, guys. I'm sorry. You have to see this. Well, Purid, I don't think you understand how Game Freak works. Game Freak works in a way where they always implement an innovation and they take it away because it's not part of the standard traditional Pokemon experience, which is detrimental to moving forward. But what they do is they don't do that. They kind of stagnate. Yeah, they kind of stagnate, and they don't want to do really cool. I don't know why they do that, but there's been a lot of times where they've taken a right direction with, Pokemon that follow you, no random encounters, changing gameplay mechanics, but then going back the next time. And I feel like that's some kind of a philosophy thing. I don't think it's a programming thing. I don't think it's a technical thing. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. And it's that's why I was never like super excited about Game Freak as a company, because it doesn't feel like they're doing something as innovative as other game companies. And I couldn't tell you which ones do that at the moment, but you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Carlos. I don't want to make people disappointed. Look, if I were playing this for the first time, which I am, I don't have Sun Moon, I haven't played any of the games since Ruby Sapphire. So for me to pick something up like this, put it on the Switch, I mean, like, there's a lot that I would probably be surprised about because I haven't experienced it firsthand, but I know that there's a lot of things that other people probably have experienced before, and so this is sort of like marginal advancements, which will quickly, and that's weird, right? Like I found that strange myself, seeing that there are random encounters again when they kind of changed it, made it easier in Let's Go. That's so funny that you said that, because like for me, like when I first saw it, I was like, it's England, because I saw the brick buildings. I don't know, like for me, it kind of felt like that. As much as, I don't know, I can't really tell, like, for me this all seems very samey, so I don't have much to say. But continue talking. I mean, if you want me to be positive about it, there's a lot of positive things to say, maybe, like the graphics. Did I say that again? Like, they finally caught up to modern graphics. Took them a while. I like video game jazz. Yeah, so my critiques and thoughts about it is very much game design related. Even though I'm not a game designer per se, I don't know the ins and out of how to technically do something like that. But to me, it always felt like there is something that has to be done. But it feels like that the Pokemon Company and Game Freak is kind of stuck on a track that they don't want to break. They don't want to break the streak. And it's impressive, to be honest. Like, it's been so long. I find it so strange that Zelda keeps doing something new every single time a new game comes out. But Pokemon just... it's always the same. But, and here I am drawing a Pokemon character. I am such a hypocrite. I'd like to see what they do in Scotland too. I'd like to see what they do in Scotland as well. It's like, if they're really going to, try to get it inspired by England and Scotland, will the Pokemon be very Scottish inspired? I think that they don't do that when they do regions. I think they just make up some Pokemon and just paste them around. I don't think they use the actual animals or items or different things that are part of the actual environment in the country that they're kind of imitating to become Pokemon. So I don't think that there's going to be much of that. But when you think of Scotland and you think of Pokemon, what do you like? For you, what would come up as an idea for a Pokemon? Like, I would say there's definitely has to be some kind of amazing rock Pokemon, because they have these wonderful mountains, snow-capped mountains, so you can do something with that. What kind of animals live in Scotland? There's lots of deer, so I think there's something you can do with that. But there's also like different like environmental things that you could do with Pokemon when it comes to like the environments of the Highlands or the climate in England and Wales, Isle of Man, Ireland. I can see some fun stuff being put in there. Hey, New Mareep. Oh, that's right. Are they still doing that? Because it feels like Sun and Moon was the last, right? Sun and Moon was the last Pokemon generation, because they did those variants, right? Which is another weird thing. You'd think that me being the one who likes all the first generation, second generation Pokemon, that I would be like, oh, I'm so glad that they keep milking these first, second generation Pokemon and they're so popular. Not really, actually. I'm not. I'm actually kind of disappointed, because why don't you make new ones that are just as good instead of always getting the old ones involved? And that's what I didn't like about Diamond and Pearl when I was playing it a little bit. There was like Geodudes and Pidgeys, and why? Why are you doing this? Wow, indeed. Aw. There you go. That's right. That's what I feel. I feel like Game Freak always takes one step forward and 5 steps back. It's only a matter of time, I guess, once people notice, and then they might change things up afterwards. But I don't know. Like, they've always been successful. People have always been buying it. People have always been excited about Pokemon, and I feel like that just tells you how strong the core concept is. That's all I can say, really. I'm trying to draw Sabrina. I want to finish it, and then I'll finish the stream, but I'm very dissatisfied. That's why I'm so slow. I like this. The flute is perfect. There's something about the eyes. Can't do it well. Okay, explain to me what omori is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very confused. Okay. Why, do you guys know him from anything else? Has he done anything else? Ooh, that sounds like a Full House riff. Everywhere you go. Well, I don't know. Like for me, I mean, I haven't kept tabs, but I always feel like it's great that there's a new director, because both Junichi Masuda and Kunihiko Yuyama, who did the Pokemon movies, I mean, from someone who's watched their first stuff all the way to the end, it does feel like you need a break, you know? I hate drawing hands. The hands are terrible. No matter how many times I try. I hate this. I hate my life. These are some great covers. Some very good covers. Is James Turner the guy who did the ice cream Pokemon and the Vulture ones? Because those are not the style I prefer. I don't know, he brings his own style to it, and his style is very much Olympic game mascots. Feels like that's the kind of background he's from, and that's not how I feel Pokemon should be. But then again, that's me talking way back from 1996 to 2001, and that's where me and Game Freak split similarities. I mean, no, look, here's the thing. Anything can be a Pokemon. Ice cream cones, the concept itself is fine. Trash Pokemon, that's also fine. The way it looks like to me is the only thing that matters, based on... Well, also, like, if you give it a point, if you give it a theme, if you give it a reason, and if it works with the aesthetic of the core of it, which is bug catching, bug collecting, pet raising, stuff like that. Yeah, for me it's always been very important to get it looking like a style that they did very well in, you know, in the first generation. That's just me. I done? Oh, what have I done? Guzzlord? Dude, Guzzlord, what is this? What am I looking at? I mean, I get it. Look, here's the thing. I don't mind Pokemon looking like this, as long as there's some kind of meaning behind it, as long as there's a rarity to it in the game design, and as long as it's something that's special about it. So Guzzlord, perfect. I love it. It looks over the top and insane, as long as there's like, and I don't know. I have not looked around Pokemon. What is this? Generation 7. So I can't speak on its purpose in the games, but like I see a lot of these types of Pokemon in there, and that's what kind of makes me less excited. But no, it's not like that sort of stuff is cool. I mean, like it's so funny, and that's what makes it fun and over the top. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just. Right, okay, world-ending monster that ate cities and stuff. So is this like sort of like the main... I don't know, it looks so... Like, is that sort of like the main legendary in the game? Maybe? I need to see Kensugi more. Right, I remember the Ultra Beasts when I saw a picture of them. Okay. This cover's great. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire music medley, it's great. I'm trying to salvage this picture. I really don't like it, guys. I know it's like I'm being really honest here. This is a really good cover. What have I done to this face? This poor face. Maybe I overthink the style and then I just don't focus properly. So left hand. Yeah. I can see that. So the fun part about fixing things in post, like once you finish coloring, is you just color over it. Yeah, I tend to overthink it because I always feel like I really want to learn how to do this. Transform, yeah. Hey guys, I haven't had breakfast. What does this mean? It's 3 p.m. right now. The Angro region. Why is it so tricky sometimes? I don't know. What, the Kalos region? Was that the one in black and white? No. Was it? No. I don't know. Oh, XY. Okay. I'm just struggling here. I'm struggling here. Struggling. See, I think now is the time. I've sat enough. I have no idea if I'll be able to do a good job. I can't see this objectively enough. And I feel like I need a break. Whoa! Oh, listen to this. Claire de Lune. Beautiful. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And I will call it quits, and you'll be able to see the final image when I'm done with it. So thank you very much for listening and watching the stream this early in wherever you are. The Americas. If you're in the Americas, pretty early. If you're in the Europes, good afternoon. If you are in somewhere else, no idea what the time is. I think Claire de Lune is a great piece of music. Midnight in Australia? No way! So is it like midnight tomorrow? Europa, baby. Yeah, I'm in Europa too, so we're pretty much on the perfect time. As I get sad about my drawing. I thought I would knock this out in like half an hour and be satisfied with all I've learned, but that was not to be. Unfortunate. Thursday. Oi, ooh, hello. Well, I hope you have a good night then, and I thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Hopefully I can do more of these. Maybe not Pokemon, but, you know, on my other Twitch stream. Because I'm just really nervous, but we'll figure it out. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.